instead of Jock showing Tiamat, just build Trinity Force.
Okay, this is the third time I'm recording this, and I'm fucking done. I'm gonna do it perfectly this time. So let's start with the intro. What it do? What it do? It's your boy, Willie's strongest hater, back at it again. And he found out about my commentary. He was not pleased, and let's see his reaction.
Why do you need permission? Just leave. Stop bothering me about that guy. Why do I care? He's got some sort of condition, man. No normal person would be doing what the fuck is that guy's doing. He's a fucking weirdo. Why do I care? Can I ask you for permission to stop talking about those people around me? Like, I don't care, man.
Yeah, so you can clearly see Willie does not like me. But yeah, I'll address all his points shortly. Let me just skip ahead because pretty much most of this is just
Yeah, you're good.
useless. He's gonna call us weird,
You never had to do it in the first place.
disgusting, have issues,
No, I'm
mentally
gonna go ahead
ill.
and leave myself too. Like, I don't want to be anywhere near those people. Like, they're fucking weird and disgusting.
Eh,
Just letting you know, I'm leaving it right
just
now.
called it.
Oh, they already kicked me out. Cool. I didn't know that they kicked me out. Yeah, they kicked me out. I don't know when they kicked me out, but
I have no idea he got kicked out till today.
they kicked me out.
Ah, yeah, True Evergrace and Tesla.
Yeah, they're weirdos, man.
Interesting Willie Run fans to say
Yeah,
the
I'm looking
least.
at my Discord. I don't have an ability to join that server, or I don't even see it on my account. They kicked me out. I don't know when.
Funny
There's only like a
Tesla.
couple new guys on that server.
I just want to point one thing out real quick. It's funny Tesla says this when he has joined back the server at least two or three times just to come up with pathetic shit talk and then leave again. I thought Europeans supposed to be savage, but this guy's shit talk is pretty fucking weak.
I left it on just in case like there was other people on that server that wanted to like confess to me or like open up to me. So that's the biggest reason. Because there were people that
But yeah, let's keep going. Bad actors. I love. It's a good meme. It's a pretty funny meme. Just want to point out how much of an ego Willie has, where he thinks because he thinks that people are showing him his PowerPoints. If this guy ego that his physique is absolutely ridiculous. His running time, I don't know what it is, but I've heard it's pretty average. Guy has, give him a decent physique, but he's pretty fucking skinny. He doesn't. He conveniently mentions that out. He conveniently brings up that because he's 5'5", he can't build that much muscle. He can build more muscle. It's crazy. I know guys in my gym, his height, that have a lot of muscle, but I don't want to dwell too much on this. I just find it funny that his ego here brings up his PowerPoint. It's just Jesus, this guy's ego. And what do you know? He talks about him doing pull-ups. Jesus, want to quickly interrupt. Guy does 8 to 10 pull-ups and suddenly thinks he's some type of athlete. It's absolutely ridiculous. He's not even that strong for calisthenics. There are guys that can do one-arm pull-ups 8 to 10 in a row. There are guys that can do planche leans, one-arm push-ups, one-leg pistol squats. Um, Guys deadlifting 3 times their body weight, benching twice their body weight, squatting two and a half. Like, it's not that impressive what he's doing. And I'm not saying I'm strong too in that regard, like, but I think I can get there one day. But the point being is this guy has a overinflated ego, to say at least. Just not his gameplay. I'll admit, he's actually doing pretty well in and outing here. I mean, moving in, moving out, he's taking damage, but I'll give him credit. He actually was moving in and out pretty decently. Not bad. Ah, there we go. And now I can start talking. My turn to give a commentary. So let's address Willie Run's points real quick. Point one, that I should play a little bit more
yeah, I don't know.
first.
Boss is weird, dude. I don't know. He's the same guy that's willing to use his own kind's trauma like as like a scapegoat as to like why he does these weird parasocial behaviors. Like it's disgusting, dude.
Okay, so let's start first. So first, Willie's point, I like to use my own kind of trauma. I think he means my family members who have gone through SA. Um, I don't think it's weird. I think because I've seen the effects. I've seen the effects of abuse and stuff like that. I can give an opinion on it. I don't have to be SA to care about this kind of stuff. I don't have if I was getting robbed, I don't have to be robbed just to have sympathy for someone that got robbed, right? I have empathy for people, right? I understand what people are going through. And I take this kind of stuff seriously, as all men should, in my opinion. There's something wrong with being a feminist, but maybe this guy has a problem with that. But that's just one thing. Second thing, you said parasocial. God damn, he is so stupid. Willie thinks doesn't understand what parasocial is, so I'll break it down for him and maybe his dumb viewers who are watching this. I'm assuming most people know what it means, but hey. Parasocial are people like true evergrays who legitimately think they're friends with you. Maybe Raph Tommy, maybe Zachy Cats, all your fucking weirdo viewers, they think they're friends with you. And you're gonna obviously say that because you're fucking desperate. But the point being is they haven't met you IRL. They haven't, stood down. They haven't like, stood next to you and looking down on you, talk to you because like you're fucking 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", short motherfucker. It's actually, I shouldn't hide shame. It's pretty low ball, but I just got to bring that up, right? These people don't know you, so you're using parasocial wrong. You can say I'm weird, and that's your opinion, as you always like to say. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. I don't care. That's your opinion. And maybe it is, but I think it's also weird for your viewers to watch you just rage and play League all day as if it's like some great thing they're getting out of it. They're getting some cheap entertainment at best, right? You can call me disgusting in and of itself. I think way worse things about myself, so nothing you say really phases me, honestly. It just shows me that you have no self awareness. Your self awareness is pretty lacking. You don't realize that, you say these things to anyone that stops by your stream just to shit on you, right? You like to bring up the common argument, oh, it's not socially acceptable. It's not socially acceptable. It's weird what you're doing, right? But you being in your room for 12 years is not abnormal. That's not weird. That's not a sign of mental illness. That's not a sign of delusion, of insane delusion. That's not a sign of making bad decisions, you dumb fuck. You have no college degree. You have no job, and you can keep saying I can get a job whenever I want. I'll wait till you get a job, and then I can recant that statement. But for as of this moment, you don't have a motherfucking job. You barely have any money to your name. Your mom is helping you pay for this place. You can lie all you want, Willie. We're not fucking stupid. Like your mom is helping you a lot, right? And you can. It's okay to live with your parents. I live with my parents too, but I already know if I can live by myself, right? I live with my parents for other reasons, like to support my little brother, support my parents. Um, so maybe that's your case also. But I don't claim to be self-made to the point like, oh, I could move out if I wanted to and I have the money, right? In your case, you don't have the money. You're just bullshitting on that. You have to live out of financial necessity also. Me, I can move out. I'd be broke, and as in terms of like I wouldn't earn that much money, but I could still move out. So our situations are not the same, Willie, but I don't front like you do. So that's that point. What else? You can claim I'm making justification, this or that, and like, what I'm doing is weird. I mean, granted, it's kind of weird. I've been here trolling you for 2 to 3 months, and then a few years ago, I trolled you for 2 weeks, and then maybe in 2018, I trolled you like that was like when I first met you. I trolled you for like another 2 weeks, right? So all in all, I've spent 2 to 4 months, and in your high school ass mentality, you're gonna think I've been trolling you all my life. I've been, since 2018, I've been watching you at every moment. The truth is, I watched you in 2018. Every year, I kept checking on you, thinking, are you gonna give up on us and finally move on and actually be normal and like be like an average person? But doesn't seem to be the case. You just want to continue to be more and more below average. Have it, it's absolutely insane. Just like your hairline is receding, so is your opportunities in life. You're just sitting at home, playing League all day, doing nothing. And I've gone through that phase too, but I actually snapped out of it, right? So that's why the advice I gave you was to try to help you. And we'll touch on that because we're about to hit Tesla's point. So yeah, Willie, I mean, I'm not sure what to say at this point. It's just, it's crazy how you can do your 12 years as like some productive thing, and you can claim things like, "Oh, I discovered myself, this and that." Yeah, people say that all the time, and I personally think it's a little bit of a cope. But the main point is that you wasted 12 years to realize things you should have realized when you were younger, And maybe if you didn't, that's fine, but you don't have a college degree. You don't, I don't know what you think you're gonna do. You're not like some genius businessman either. You started an LLC to try to commit essentially tax fraud. That's gonna eventually bite you in the ass. You said N words on stream. You've said, what did you say? Oh, you said being in Diamond is like being in a concentration camp. You said dumb shit 8 years ago that I don't even have to remind. Like, you've done so many stupid things that are gonna follow you around for the rest of your life. It's absolutely crazy. And yeah, maybe you should be allowed to no, isn't it you should be allowed. You are definitely allowed to move on and to acknowledge it. But we're gonna come to that right as I am addressing this, right? So Foster is probably the worst. Lamau somehow he became the worst, even though he got a full-on apology and made peace, and then came back for some reason. So I never read this actually first, but first of all, Willie doesn't apologize to me. I don't need him to apologize to me for anything. If anything, I should apologize to him, which I tried doing when I made peace. Okay? During the Discord call, I was being nice to him, and I thought he was self-aware. Maybe he finally became self-aware. That I finally clicked on him. That yeah, I'm doing things wrong. That I need help. That my decisions aren't good. I tried giving him advice because I realized maybe this guy's. I mean, I legitimately think he's depressed. I legit think this guy has depression. I also legitimately think this guy is a fucking dumbass. Like just I've said it before. I said to him on that call. I said to him after. I think you're fucking stupid, Willie. You're probably better than me at school. I mean, I'm guessing you probably were. You got fucking full scholarship, but like you are dumb as fuck when it comes to your critical thinking beyond school, right? Like school does not equate to legitimate intelligence, right? It's really how you cope and survive in the real world, honestly, if that's the thing, right? Yeah, so that's my at least that's my take. Maybe I'm wrong on that. That's up for debate. But yeah, it's absolutely batshit insane how I gave you so much actual genuine advice because I actually sympathize with you, Willie, more than many of your other fans. I actually can relate to you, and I tried to give you a roadmap that I wish I got when I was younger, and yet you just ignored all of that. You're fucking dumbass. Just didn't listen to what me and it wasn't just me. Other people, Raf, Tommy, everyone was giving you similar advice. Even this dumbass here, Tesla, also gave the same fucking advice to you, and you just keep making up straw men. You keep saying this and that. Successful people, blah blah blah. It's just crazy how you don't realize what you're doing. It's just you are taking like one of the lowest chance routes to make money. It's absolutely crazy, and your future goals are also delusional with like your e-girl Lucy. I mean, I don't want to touch on that in this video, but it's delusional. So I did all that. That was my full-on apology. Okay, I didn't like beating on someone that's self-aware. It's not fun, right? It's just I'll be honest. It's fun if Willie fights back and gives challenge to what I mean. He just says more stupid shit. Let's be real. He says more stupid shit, and it's crazy how much denial he is of all the dumb things he said and how much he tries to justify it, right? Look at the videos on this channel. But besides that, right? Just one last point on this. I think Willie is like Tito Ortiz. Anyone that watches MMA knows that Tito Ortiz is really fucking stupid. Like, it's crazy because Willie's not even an MMA fighter. I don't think he's like the only real fight he'd be in. He got dropped by a guy, and then somehow Khabib fucked him in his underwear and screaming for a teacher. Which I gotta say is, I guess I'm impressed the guy was 6 foot, but it's not fun to be on someone when they acknowledge it, right? I wouldn't want to beat up Willie IRL either, right? If he wanted to challenge me, I would do something, but he wouldn't challenge me. The size difference, the height difference, like I would just crush this guy. It's not even a joke, but I guess we're getting off topic. So that was why I apologize. And I made peace because I have empathy. I am an empathetic person towards Willie. I can relate to him. I tried to help him genuinely. And then I came back for some reason again. Well, Tesla is not. Yeah, motherfucker is not that smart either. Probably smarter among the smarter ones of Willie's uh, cabal of fools. But yeah. So basically, the reason I started trolling Willie again, when he trauma dumped on that Micro Center employee, and again claimed the stupid shit that people thought I said this when I didn't say it, and they all hated me. Like again, man, maybe it was my fault because I kept saying apologize or acknowledge, but when I'm saying acknowledge, dumb fuck, I'm saying you just admit what you said and moved on. You acknowledge that you were 18 and you said something stupid. You acknowledge your views were bad. You're not acknowledging your views were bad. Your views were wrong then. And you try to make up some straw man saying, oh, people thought I said gray victims should kill themselves. You know why people thought that, Willie? Maybe you're not high on emotional intelligence, but because you showed such casual indifference and apathy. It's like batshit crazy how you can do all that and wonder, hey, why do people think I said something I didn't say? It's crazy. Like you just that's why, because of the apathy you showed, all the other dumb shit you said in that goddamn VOD, that your fan True Evergrace conveniently ignored. I'm, I guess it's pretty telling that you have a fan that's so delusional like him also and has his own problems. Like motherfucker needs to lose weight. But aside from that point, he needs to lose weight bad. Like I need to lose weight. He needs to lose weight bad. But aside from that point, right? That's the main thing, Willie. You don't seem to get that, right? That it's understandable why people thought you said something you didn't say. And on top of that, you just make excuses for that. That, oh, I was socially manipulated. Oh, I was tired. That's not what the fuck. You don't say that shit in serious, like you can't hit someone with the car and be like, oh, I was tired, I was sleepy, right? Two different things, mind you. But the idea is just saying you're sleepy and tired is not going to work socially. Okay, people aren't going to take that as a. You can claim you're socially manipulated, this and that. You can claim that, oh, actual victims that reached out to you and were like, oh, it's not that bad what you said, or they advocate for you. First of all, actual victims don't represent everyone that's been essayed, right? If there have been essay people that call for your death or call for you to be hanged from the tree, you're not talking about those essay people, right? So what the fuck? They don't speak for everyone. I'm glad that they didn't see what you said was bad, but maybe they didn't watch the whole VOD. I'm gonna touch on that point later about how you like to conveniently leave things out, but you are actually fucking moronic. So at that point, I was like, okay, I can't help this guy through common sense. I can't help him by giving him advice. So I'll help him by putting these dumb shit videos up and see what let other people decide whether or not he's right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he didn't say bad shit during the blog. So I put it up. And then True Evergrace, king of the morons or the dweebs as he is, he watched the video, conveniently ignored everything you said, all the dumb shit you said, and found some half-assed apology. Like, bro, you making this half-assed apology makes no sense, right? It's worse than the apology I make. Okay, it's like you could even argue I shouldn't be apologized or talking to you as a way to truly make peace for all the things I've said about you, but like the apology you made was worse than that. Okay, it's absolutely insane. If some half-assed apology you're thinking is like, oh, I apologize, right, for something you didn't say in the first place that you're harping that everyone thought you said, which makes rational sense because A, you show such casual indifference and apathy and viciousness. I mean, it speaks for itself, right? So, yeah, I think I ranted here, but let's keep going.
Like imagine like using somebody's like traumatic experience as like what's it called? Justification for why you're gonna be like stalking somebody.
I'm not stalking you, motherfucker. You're streaming all this information and I'm finding it online, right? It's not even stalking. And yeah, you could argue that, hey, if a, I mean, I'm gonna use a girl as an example, but like a girl has a creepy ex-boyfriend that keeps stalking locations she's putting online, right? Yeah, that's stalking. But again, man, you're a dumb fuck. This is not stalking remotely. I'm not following you. I'm just watching a stream that you're fucking advertising, you dumbass. And I know you're not being facetious. I know you're not being. I can't say the fucking word. I'm tired. I know you're not trying to be, exaggerating or being facetious, right? You're just straight up believing this because you were stupid.
Like what good are you doing like, for the world by like just watching me every single day? I don't understand. Like if
And what good are you doing for the world either, man? I know you like to claim your future accomplishments as already have happened. You're basically the Aaron Yeager. You have the Attack Titan, so you're getting future memories from your future self saying, "Oh wow, you're gonna be successful," and all this shit. I don't think that's true. I don't think you're the Attack Titan, so you can't claim that anything you're going to do is just doing good for the world. So if you can't claim that, then what good are you doing, honestly? At best, you're giving people awful advice, ruining their lives. And in the worst case, you're actively people ruining people's lives intentionally or catastrophically through your goddamn bad advice. You're not doing any good for the world either. You're giving like people that you raging a league is something that people like fake on and enjoy. I mean, get out of here. You're not doing any good for the world either. Okay, any influencer can use that as a shield from criticism. You know, influencers that you could objectively argue that do rich people, influencers, billionaires, whoever, people that donate, people that build houses, or people that donate, people that start foundations that build houses in Africa. Those are the people, and they can be shitty people and have valid criticism against them, but they're at least are doing some good in the world. They can stand by that. You are not doing anything. So don't take your future accomplishments as happening now. Don't take the fact that you might have a job down the line as you having a job now. You fucking dumbass.
If we've already made it to the point that you like, yeah, I know. No, the people that dude, those people like you have to understand how manipulation works. Gaslighting manipulation only works if they isolate you. Like a good example of this was Disney's Rapunzel, where like the mom isolates Rapunzel from like reality, right? And so she doesn't know what's right and what's wrong, right? The only way that these people can continue to live this fantasy is by surrounding themselves with like-minded people in that Discord server, where they believe that that type of behavior is normal.
Jesus, motherfucking Christ. Again, two words. How is this guy fucking good at books? Like, these guys he cannot use words correctly. Okay, so I'm not gonna break down the Rapunzel thing because that just seems to me like an overprotective mom. Granted, I don't remember Rapunzel that much, so take it with a grain of salt. But let's go to the gaslighting and social manipulation. This dumb motherfucker means to say we are in an echo chamber or like a crowd of buckets or whatever. We're just all like-minded people saying the same thing. We're not manipulating each other. No one is like be like, hey, everything we're doing is not weird. No one says that. Maybe they're not self-aware. I'm gonna assume that they are, and we all realize, hey, this is a bit weird what we're doing, right? I'm okay with saying that, right? You can't even admit that you're potentially wasting your life. You can't admit it and truly believe it. You can't admit that you've made bad decisions. You can't admit that you say stupid shit. It's ironic that you claim that these people need an echo chamber to justify them, but you literally need that. You saw what happened when your fucking dumbass fan Tesla pushed back on your three phones, which could have been, I think, probably was a fucking scam. You got fucking ripped off, and yeah, so you guys had beef. Then you had to cry on stream. Sorry, you ulted on stream. Your tears were very effective against Tesla. He got melted, and then he came back into the fold. So it's pretty funny. And so you don't get what gaslighting and manipulation is. It's crazy. You call all the fucking viewers liars, manipulators, abusers. Well, I don't want to speak too much on your sister, but from what I've heard, you might qualify as an abuser. So you should care. Don't throw stones in glass houses, Willie. Um, it's kind of ironic, but I want to speak on that, right? That's not my job. But I guess the point being is you're stupid as fuck. You don't know how those two words work. You're just trying to make again the same arguments you made before that it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. That we have no obligation. Like I don't have to tell you this, man. Even if it's weird, we are still making valid critiques of you. The critiques people make of you are completely valid. You are just you just have this attitude where like I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Um, you know, it doesn't. You can't ward off critiques like that, man. You can't just claim that because you say this to anyone. Anyone that stops you stream to critique you, you say this to them. People, if you int game, you'll be like, oh, it's anyone else's fault. If you don't int game and you pop off at everyone else, you blame everyone else. You paint yourself as the winner or the victim in every situation to gain sympathy or just to win. Like you are a dumb fuck
Like literally, like again,
and a narcissist.
like they wouldn't like again. They're not the type of people that are gonna put their name out there. They have to hide on a computer screen. They can't reveal their identities because they know in their own minds they know that other people shame them for their behaviors.
So let's go to that point right now. First of all, Willie knows my name and face, so he knows who I am. If he wants to pull up with this boy at show and have a conversation, or I meet them and have a conversation, I'm down for that. I can meet up with Willie. I know where he lives. I mean, it's public knowledge at this point. Dumbass has posted it on Facebook, on Instagram. Like he's put it out there where he lives, as in the general area, not the specific address. I obviously do not know that. And we can bring the show. He's probably gonna be intimidated at thinking I want to start something. I really don't. I want to have a conversation with them face to face. If he's gonna keep with his attitude that none of these haters are gonna reach me face to face, I'll fucking reach him. Uh, I think Willie's definitely psychotic and might try to stab me or shoot me. So I hope to God that the gun he had in his high school video isn't real. But going off of that point, right? Willie thinks that people would shame us. It's crazy he can say that with a straight face because he is kind of right there. People would assume at the very least if Like if I told my friends this, they'd be like, "You're a fucking dumbass. You're wasting your time. Why the fuck are you doing this?" Right? They would also think you're a fucking dipshit if I told them the things you said, right? So let's get that out there. And point B, if people were to judge us for doing this, your friends must think you're a fucking goddamn loser. Your family must think you're a goddamn loser. Your mom must think there's something wrong with you because no one in their common sense mind will look at someone that's stuck to this goal for 12 years and made such marginal gains as a model image of mentally sane and right decision making. No one would do that. If you're gonna think what we're doing is wrong decisions, I should be shamed, you are completely batshit. You have been wasting 12 years of your life doing this shit. You don't have a fucking college degree. You don't have a job. You need to live with your mom for financial security, like I mentioned before. So get the fuck out of here with that, okay? It's just funny. You can say that with a straight face.
That's it. I have no, dude. I'm not embarrassed with people knowing who I am, what I've done, all this other shit. I don't care. My name's Kyle William fucking Rim. Who cares? I'm not afraid.
You are afraid because you don't tell everyone the truth. You can make up this, again, like I've said before, you make up this imaginary problem that everyone has that, hey, I didn't say this, which when you did say it, that's true. But the apathy you showed, I keep saying apathy, I should just say the fucking almost religious, hypocritical, judgmental attitude you showed is just an indifference. Like it is apathy. It is apathy. It's indifference. You showed makes people think you said that, which makes sense, right? Or that maybe you said it earlier in the video or later in the video, right? The half-assed apology you gave is another complaint. You don't mention that either. Or you'll say that you gave an apology when you gave a really half-assed apology. You won't mention all the other dumb shit you said in that video too. Like, oh, rape can be prevented. Tell people about that. Tell people about that. You'll keep claiming lies, you'll keep claiming you got socially manipulated and gaslit and you were tired as to why you said it. So you're just making excuses. Those are the fucking things you conveniently leave out, right? So it's pretty crazy that you're claiming that you're not afraid of your past, but you can't admit those things. I can admit my past. I can admit what I am. So it's kind of crazy.
Because it's not. There's no point in changing people. Most people don't change.
That's a good laugh and a half. Most people don't change. I mean, I've changed a lot since 2018 when I started trolling you, like I said before. I've had graduate college, two jobs, you know, been to places, had drama with friends, changed as a person. You, my friend, have been stuck in your room for last 6 years, 5 years, doing the same shit day in, day out, raging over league. You did hit masters, but I don't think you've changed that much as a person as much as you think. You seem like the same high school kid like you were before. You seem like your mentality is straight out of high school. Yeah, you have not changed as a person. So it's kind of funny. Maybe you have, but you really don't show it, dumbass.
I already did a show of good faith already.
Yeah, true.
I already went to go talk to them. That's it.
Yeah, true.
They live in a Discord where they talk about me all day. That's it. Doesn't matter. Let them do it. Fucking weirdos for that.
Hey, we talk about other things for the record. Like we talk about like Avatar, talk about, alcohol. We talk about other things for the record. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. This is the third time I've done this. I'm not doing this fucking shit again. Um, where did I leave off? Yeah, so smash that like, smash that subscribe, leave a fucking comment. Um, please leave a comment. I'm trying to earn some money on the side. Please leave a comment. I want to boost the algorithm, whether it's hate, love, hate, which I think it's probably hate, but I'm okay with that shit. Go smash that shit. Really, if you want to leave a comment, by all means, please do, man. If you're gonna watch this fucking video, I probably don't think you will. I think more likely your right hand man Tesla will watch it, and so yeah, watch the video, smash the subscribe, leave a comment, please give a like, leave any feedback you want to give me. I tried to talk louder so it doesn't sound like I'm playing Silent Library, and just streaming your content basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.